One day back in elementary school, we were all sitting around in class, and the teacher walks into the room with the big green cage, and one of the kids asks, Teacher, what's in the big green? I'm gonna get to that. Shut the fuck up, Sarah. You really think I'm gonna bring this big fucking thing into class and not address what it is? You think I'm that fucking stupid? Really? Really? Come on, Sarah. I expected more from you. For shame, Sarah. For shame. So you guys want to know what this is? Yeah, well, I'll tell you what it is. It's a butterfly cage. Inside this cage is a baby caterpillar, and we're going to feed this fat fucker until he becomes a big, beautiful butterfly, and we're going to set it free to go out and live in the world. Isn't that exciting? It was very exciting, and I don't know how excited everybody else was, but I was very excited. The only pet I've ever had was a goldfish, and he didn't do shit. All he did all day was lay at the bottom of his bowl. He was a boring-ass pet. He didn't do shit, and now that I think about it, he was probably dead. Yeah, he was definitely dead, but he could have at least done something. But now, with a caterpillar, there's a lot going on here. It eats, it moves, it crystallizes, it metamorphosizes, it flies away. As a butterfly, you experience a whole life cycle with this thing. It's fucking crazy. And you basically have two pets in one. And personally, I know a lot about caterpillars. I don't like to brag, but I've read The Very Hungry Caterpillar probably 16 times all by myself, and I knew what to expect with this creature. I was prepared to find all the leaves I could and bring it to the caterpillar, and I would feed him until he became the biggest caterpillar in the world, and then he would turn into a giant butterfly, and we would fly away into the sunset. That was my plan, and I was going to become the caterpillar king. So we get this fucking caterpillar, and everybody's like, oh, look at the caterpillar. And you know what? It was a cute fucking caterpillar. But I was a little disappointed. I thought we would be able to play with the caterpillar, let it crawl around on our hand, but we couldn't. We could only watch, and that's the worst kind of pet, because the whole point of a pet is so you can have a little dude following you around and shit. So every day at class, we would just watch him do his little caterpillar thing, which was him doing absolutely nothing. And also, everything I knew about caterpillars was wrong. I thought they ate leaves and apples. Apparently, they eat this fucking white shit. I don't even think it's found in nature. I don't know what the fuck it is, but they only ate this white shit. But eventually, this caterpillar created a chrysalis that he hid inside until he would finally become a butterfly. And this was the worst part. Before, I could at least see this caterpillar, even if he wasn't doing shit. But now I can't even see this fucking guy. He's just sitting in this cum sack. But kids would still go and look at it like, oh wow, look, it's in its chrysalis. That's so cool. No, it's not. That's not cool at all. You're not even looking at anything. I'd rather watch David sniff markers. At least I can watch him almost pass out. Over here, I'm not seeing shit. This is the worst pet ever. So that went on for a little while, but eventually one day we came into class and the teacher was very excited. She's like, I have some very good news for everyone. What? What is it? I'm going to tell you, Sarah, if you shut the fuck up. You really think I'm going to tell the whole class as a surprise and then not tell you? You think I'm that fucking stupid? Come on, Sarah. Come on. Shame on you. For shame, Sarah. For shame. Well, remember our caterpillar was in its chrysalis, right? What happens after it's done in there? It dies? No, it doesn't fucking die, David. How many times have we gone over this circle? You see this fucking circle? If you spent more time paying attention instead of sniffing Sharpies, maybe you'd have a fucking clue about life and know that caterpillars become butterflies, which is what happened. Isn't that exciting, class? It was very exciting. So now it was time to set him free. So we went outside with the cage and we all said, goodbye, Mr. Butterfly. And my teacher opened up the cage and it was now free. And now when we finally released the butterfly, I'm pretty sure we all thought it was going to leave its cage and be like, hello, class. I am Mr. Butterfly, and I would like to thank each and every one of you I know over the past 3 weeks. You've all taken care of me and raised me to become the butterfly that I am today, and I can't thank you enough for that. You've all been there for me during the good times and the bad times. You've stuck with me, even when I was in my darkest place, when I was sitting in my cocoon, and I could do nothing but sit still in the darkness patiently. You watched through my cage as I did absolutely nothing. You taught me the meaning of friendship. You taught me the beauty of life. You sang me songs and you told me jokes. You gave me the life that a caterpillar can only dream of. But most importantly, you taught me love. You taught me how to love, and I can't thank you enough. We've been through a lot these past few weeks, but it is now time for me to go. I wish I could stay, but I must ascend, for it is the cycle of life. But I will never forget any of you. I will always be right here. In our hearts? No. In your exoskeleton. Oh, we ain't got that shit. Well, nevertheless, I must go. Thank you again for everything, and may we one day meet again in the afterlife. But actually, none of that happened. My teacher just opened the top of the cage, and it just fucking dipped. And all the kids are just standing there looking at the empty cage of this caterpillar we just took care of for the past month. And we're like, well, fuck you too, bitch.